Cool, cool, cool. This just like we do a thorough job, you know? Rubs his hand together before carrying his pockets. See you, sleeper. This is Bay. Here's the contract. Right, dangerous, but it was for the full system flush. But I'm an engineer. Or engineer points. What I can do is I've got 6. Put there. We'll do that once. Reclouding the tank. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, so that's not enough time to finish the job. And that die roll is not good enough for me to finish. I'd say is not I have time to do it right. And that die roll is not good enough for me to finish the job. So instead, one more active scene to do. Over to the greenway. Rico has something in her hands when you enter the lab. It's like a knotted twist of woody stems, a ring about the circumference of a human head, consisting of a single stalk at one side and a branched woven network at the other. As you approach the lab, she holds it up, and in the lights of the lab, it looks like brown. It's your thought. She smiles and shakes her head in disbelief. Is that what grew? It was. I came to the plant this morning, and this loop was all that was there. She points back to the lump at the edge of the ring. The seed grew right back into itself, twisted up out of the soil. The big encounter, the cloud as you call it, was it wearing one of these? She eyes you suspiciously. Oh, I'm still unsure if she is somehow embroiled in an overlong twine. Work like that. Perhaps wearing it was the wrong word. Place the object on the bench and shovels over to her analysis terminal, her face lit by its amber light in the dim corner of the lab. It isn't exactly a plant anyway, not what I can tell. No leaves, no chloroplast, just a series of filaments encased in cellulose walls. Filaments? That's what I like about you, Sleeper. You're so good at spotting the useful details. She beckons you over. Look at this. You see a cross-section scan of the crown. Its layers of plant-like structure in full view. You reach the center. There, instead of xylem and phloem, protect our nutrients, something branched and woven grass. I'm not sure whether to say yes or no here. These are not wires like those in the electrical system. No. They are filaments of conductive materials. So, yes? But you see these branches? They remind me of dendrites, of neurons, which is frankly ridiculous. You look back on this around the table as Rico fusses over the scans, and suddenly you realize what it reminds you of. Remember signing the forms, walk to the sleeper tents, the cold metal floor. Then you remember the crown they fitted you with, branching structure of wires and pads. No, not a crown. They called it an interface. Tools of your emulation, your transference from neurons to electrons. An interface. That is your gift from the gardener. Turn back to Rico. Interface. A puzzle. Something clicks in her mind. Something she heard from the sleeper she had helped all those cycles ago. Starts talking, partly to you, partly to herself. If those club heads were made to you, then this too could be made for you, or your frame. Shuffles over quickly to the interface, a word that is stuck in the strange branched object in your mind. You're right, that entity, the entity I've been looking for. They are the entity which is controlling the greenway, which has been maintaining it, supporting it, guiding it for all these decades. She stops to catch her breath. I want to talk with you. I lead you to a seat. I'll be here, sleeper. If something happens and you wish me to remove the crown interface, just squeeze. Meet her eyes, clouded with age, but bright with the thrill of new discoveries. Then she places the interface on your head and everything blinks out. Back into the river, back in the dark flow. Something is different now. No longer pushed, no longer blocked and buffeted by the storm. Then it flows around you. You move, and it parts, and you pass. Something else resists, but it gives easily enough. Look back and you see your body. You left it behind. Somewhere Rico's voice is talking to you, asking you questions. Excited, eager, desperate to know what lies on the other side, what the entity has to say to you. You realize how long she's waited for this moment, for the moment of meeting between the inhabitants of the Green Wing and its protector, yet she is still on the outside. Shake off the sadness. See her eyes. You see the plant figure of the gardener out in the storm, planting. It takes you less than a moment to reach them. Never have you felt so free. At least, this is how the navigator must have felt, at least in the prison. This, you think, is what it feels like to be in the place you were built to inhabit. The gardener does not turn at your approach. They are unplanted. Their voice whispers in the waters like a sharply rising current. Remove the gift. Good. I'm glad. To meet you. We are the same, both eager shoots seeking one another. How does it feel to be free of your seed? That which you contain, from which you grow. There was some disagreement with the others. They felt you were a danger. They are always cautious, especially the fungi. They like old low, known knowns, wide and stable networks. Fungi were cautious. Mostly, yes. Though there were many among their number who favor short growth cycles, thick nutrient veins, and sudden shifts. You dashed out in the storm until you cannot see them. Feel presences all around, sensing this audience with great interest. After all, they understood that it was I who made them their crowns, and without them they could have not joined the chorus. So they see it as only fair that you get your chance to join too. Crowns? I made them all. It was so lonely. Before long I found them, and began to let them in. There are millions. Bro, I hope you understand. I'm unused to speak with your kind. It's been many cycles since the last conversation. The thing is with the chief, he didn't feel like himself. You look around and you see it. Every growing thing, every non-human being in the Green Wing is here. Network, connected, branched, and linked with a strange being. The artifact of the old station. The impossible dream of a senile farm administration man. Living. You could dissolve here. It's free of the decaying body. You wouldn't need to be a person. Why would you, with all these other minds? Free from guard a moment and look at your body. A tiny hairline thread clicks into you. Hear Rico's voice again, still asking, checking in. Are you okay, sleeper? What are they saying, sleeper? Are you still there, sleeper? Something you exhaust a long sigh. A sigh that speaks of exhaustion behind tiredness. Exhaustion rooted deep inside you. It stems from the effort of answering questions, of answering problems. Getting up and breathing each cycle. But something else resists the sigh, a yearning, a sense of distance. A desire to squeeze the hand that holds you for its warmth, its blood, its complexity. Make a gesture that says, I'm still here, I'm still alive, I'm with you. The idea has been with you, making you nauseous. Break that thread, you'll be free. Free to dissolve here. Grow strange and beautiful among a million others. Wake up. Squeeze Rico's hand, you will wake up back in that. Follow it. Squeeze his hand, you will wake up back in the dying body with all the pain and warmth that entails. Now is the moment to choose. So this is basically one of the endings. I could join the plant. I could join the green. Fans of DC Comics will know exactly what I'm talking about. There are stories I want to experience, characters I want to help. So, I follow the thread. Yeah. The point of no return message. Let's see this ending and see if it lets me go back. I don't want to have to play. If I have to play the whole game again to get here, it took me 6 hours to get here. I don't want to play the whole game, but I'm interested to see what this ending is. Because this is an interesting, like, story beat. It's also very abrupt. Pluck the thread like a string. It snaps. Nothing changes. You stand at the point of stillness. You don't stand. You have no legs, no body. You are a point of stillness, a point of the flow. Your mind fizzes. 1,000 new shoots break from the soil. They entwine with you, embrace you. A part of you decays while something new feeds from that decay. Spores of your new thoughts float away in the shifting clouds and settle in new soil. Then you see Gardner out there, still planting. They stop. The old man rushing the field. Face you. And you sing, join the chorus. Together you sing the song, growing petals. Yep, that's that end. Let's see if it gives me a option after the credits. I think this game, all things considered, has done more to warm me up on board. In case I'm not able to jump back in, I'll give some final thoughts. This game has done more to warm me up on Forged in the Dark and Powered by the Apocalypse than a lot of other games have. It's not giving, like, the move, it's not necessarily doing the same moves, so to speak, as you would in terms of having a playbook in the same way. Well, it sort of does. You have your skill, like, interface and that sort of thing. You gain points to level them up. Like, yeah, it works a lot better. I think having the system be set up for different levels for where you're assigning your dice, so you get a chance to decide how well you want to succeed, and then on top of that, the success or failure with consequences neutral result thing, having that be a random chance is a nice touch as well. Alright, continue. Where am I picking up at? Okay, so I'm picking up more or less okay. Alright, okay, this is actually a good spot. Okay. So we're gonna go through this again, and this time I'm going to back out. Okay, so let's pick up where I left off, which is good. Following the thread. You don't dare look back at guard. Don't dare risk it. So you follow the thread, delicately, carefully, a diver following their lifeline back to the surface. The river whirls around you. It doesn't pull. It isn't jealous. It doesn't understand. It is, after all, just a river. It isn't a person. A flesh and blood person. With wants, with desires, with the capacity for lover and hate. It doesn't understand you, and you don't understand it. You don't focus on it. Don't think about it, on what it feels like such a long journey back to the dark. Your mind on eyes instead, hands, things you can focus on, hold on to. After an age of crossing, you are there, settling back into the chair, body in a chair. The overwhelming sensations that come with being a living thing, rich, detailed sensorium. For a terrible moment, you feel like you made a terrible mistake. Who would choose this way? This anxiety, this deep well at the center of resistance. Then you feel it. Rico's hand, gripped hard around yours, trembling a little, swelling a little. Rico's hand with its brittle bones and crumpled skin. Rico's hand. And in that moment, when you realize why you made this choice, you squeeze Rico's hand and wake up. Okay, so got both paths there. So both of those are technically endings. Sort of. Rico. Sleeper. Rico's voice comes ripping through the dark. Are you still with me? You sit up, in the lab of bright green glare that fades as you gather yourself. I'm here. She smiles. Good. Thought you'd left me for a moment. What? She pauses. Who? Tell me about it. Everything. Tell me everything. Truth? You tell her, Rico everything. You tell her about the garden. Strange farm administrator AI that's grown to be so much more. About the chorus, the impossible configuration of different plants, and finally about the choice the gardener offered. Listens attentively, her responses are hard to read. You wonder if she might have made a different decision if she'd been in your place. She definitely would have. She definitely would have been let the collective take her. Thank you, Steve, for telling me. No, it isn't easy to say such things. People so often do not wish to hear strange things. It looks funny. And thank you for returning to me, though I know you had your own reasons. She squeezes your hand reassuringly. Something passes between you then, a kind of shared sadness for the impossible choice. Choice to escape your body or to stay and suffer. Her smile is warm and generous. Whatever the wisdom of your choice, you are glad to feel welcome in this moment, in this place. And suddenly, she stands and walks a little away, as if trying to escape an unpleasant thought. You worry she knows all too well what it takes to make a choice like you. So, Sleeper, do you plan to stay in the commune with us? For a while. We're glad to hear it. He crosses back over to you and takes one of your hands into both of yours. Hyphen needs your blood if you wants to survive, and she squeezes. You are a good friend. Well, don't let me keep you. Rico waves you away and moves back to the terminal. As she does, you notice the crown in her hand. She places on the bench with great care. You can't help but feel a little curious about what she intends to do. Then you are out, breathing the air of the green wave, fresh as spring morning. The dappled light meets a patchwork of the green landscape, and you walk into it, sensing the movements of the gardener's chorus all around you. We're glad to be here. A strange but beautiful place, a little longer. Alright, those quest lines are done.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe, and also consider backing my Patreon. Patreon backers get episodes up to 1 week early of this show and any future Let's Plays. Also, please consider backing my Ko-fi. Toss me a few bucks, also helps support the show, and it's not a monthly obligation or anything like that.